If you know this one approach, then you will be so strong at pull-ups it almost feel like cheating. And no, I'm not exaggerating. You see this all the time on social media. Someone jumps on the bar and starts repping 20+ pull-ups like it's nothing. So what's actually going on? Most people think it's just strength. But that's not the only thing affecting pull-ups. Because there are people who are strong and still struggle. And then there are people who understand this one thing, and suddenly everything feels easier. In this video, I will explain a very practical approach that not only focuses on increasing your max reps, you will literally start flying on the bar, just like this guy in the video. On top of that, you will be able to perform multiple skills that require pulling strength, including muscle-ups. And I mean clean and strong muscle-ups. So if you want that kind of pulling strength, let's get into it. Pull-ups don't feel easy because you're strong. They feel easy because you're producing force fast. That's the difference nobody talks about. Most people train pull-ups slowly, going close to failure every set. And yeah, that builds strength, but it also trains your body to move slow. So when you try to do more reps, everything feels heavy. But the people who look like they're cheating, they're not just strong, they're explosive. They pull with speed, and that's why their body weight feels light. Because there's a big difference between doing pull-ups and doing pull-ups so effortlessly. Think about it like this. If you can barely pull yourself up slowly, every rep feels like a fight. But if you can pull fast and powerfully, you fly through the hardest part of the movement. And suddenly, reps don't drain you the same way. So instead of only chasing more reps, you need to start training your pull-ups differently. Because once you build that explosiveness, that's when pull-ups start to feel like cheating. Now, if you can barely do any pull-ups, it doesn't make much sense to just practice the movement itself. In that case, you should focus on assisted pull-ups, negatives, static hold, and scapula pull-ups. This is important not only for beginners, but can also help you strengthen any weak point you have. If you mostly struggle with the upper position, doing static hold in that area helps strengthen it without being too harsh or causing you to get tired. This should get you to 8 to 10 pull-ups. Now, if you want the exact 5 tips I used and that helped me perform explosive pull-ups, you can check the link in my description. Now here's where the real fun starts. Because now that you have the strength, you're just missing the thing that will make you literally feel like flying on pull-ups. That's when you should start doing explosive pull-ups, which will make regular pull-ups much easier. Even if you train it once per week, it can still make a difference. A good approach would be to start with 3 sets for 3 reps, and make sure you do these at the beginning of your workout when you're fresh. Because explosiveness depends on maximum effort, and if you're already tired, you won't be able to generate the same amount of force. I say 3 reps because for explosive pull-ups, the goal isn't to do as many reps as possible. That will make the explosiveness go away. The ideal thing is to focus on the force itself in each rep. To pull as fast as you can and as high as you can. And don't get me wrong, the technique is still the same as normal pull-ups. The only difference is speed. And again, if you want this combined into 5 practical tips guide, then click the link in my description. It's completely for free. After you start, your pull-ups will feel light and much more powerful, which will also help you unlock the muscle-up due to explosiveness. Because a muscle-up isn't just about pulling high, it's about getting over the bar with speed. And explosiveness is what allows you to pull past your chest instead of stopping at your chin. Now that you increased your reps, the best way to keep going and get insanely strong is to add weight, preferably using a dip belt. You can start by adding 5 to 10 kilograms and progress yourself up. And you don't have to give up body weight reps completely. You can do 2 sessions per week, one focusing on max reps and hypertrophy, and another session focusing on weighted using a lower rep range 3 to 5 reps for more sets like 4 to 5. If you did that, and after your weighted session is over, your body weight pull-ups will literally feel like cheating. It's the same thing as doing pull-ups again after losing 20 pounds. It feels like an achievement. And that's exactly the point. You're raising your strength ceiling. So everything below it becomes easier by default. When you combine strength, speed, and explosiveness, that's when your pull-ups really take off. Now you're not just getting stronger, you're becoming more powerful and more efficient with every rep, and that's why some people can jump on the bar anytime and hit high numbers without even warming up. And yeah, don't try to copy that too. Warm-ups are very important, especially for explosiveness. So at the end of the day, the difference isn't just how strong you are, it's how you use that strength. If you train slow all the time, pull-ups will always feel heavy. But once you learn to generate force fast, everything changes. Reps feel smoother, lighter, and way more controlled. That's when pull-ups stop feeling like a struggle and start feeling like cheating. Now, if you want pull-ups to feel more explosive and literally fly on the bar, download the free 5 tips guide below. In the meantime, here's a video about weighted pull-ups.